Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Hello everyone, welcome to Spiritual Insight. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I am so very happy and pleased and just honored that each of you who are going to be viewing this show, this gathering, participating in this sacred circle. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Whether you're watching the show live or you're going to watch it in the replay, watch it, or even I should say listen to it in the replay, because this show, the audio of this show, does go onto many podcast and music streaming platforms. So just wanted to make sure that I welcome and honored each and every viewer and listener. Thank you all so very much. And before we get started, let me just go ahead and take care of a little business. By giving everyone my website, just to make sure. You never know, we may have some first-time viewers tonight. So my website is whitesagewoman.com. That is Sage, S-A-G-E. So whitesagewoman.com. And that is how you can get to my website, check out my services, and see what I have to offer. So again, welcome everyone, and thank you so very much. Sitting in, participating in this sacred circle. And I know I've said this before, but again, for those that are watching new or participating new, the sacred circle has been created. This is a very safe place, all right? And those that do join into the circle, it's a beautiful exchange between giving and receiving of healing and healing energies. So please enjoy that. And just be mindful and respectful of one another. Isn't that just the way it is for all sacred circles? For all, for all that you are, for all that you be, for everywhere that you go. It's just always a really great reminder anyway, right? Called the golden rule. All right. Hello, Maureen. Hello, Marie. Hello, Jill. Teresa. Hello, Daria, hello, and hello, Rich. How you doing, Richard? Yay, welcome everyone. So because I'm producing, I get so used to sitting, typing and chatting with everyone, but for my own show, I'm going to say it out loud. And hello, Carol. All right, so we do have actually a new feature for those who would like to participate in the YouTubers always get to participate. They have fun. They can donate if they want to. They have super chat and super stickers. But we created an account on Venmo for all of those who would like to donate watching Facebook. Oh, my cuckoo's a little off, isn't it? Cuckoo. Anyway, so for anyone that wants to donate, whether you're watching, on Facebook or YouTube, and also too, the great thing about this is that you can donate at any time. It's also for those that are watching in the archives, and maybe you would like to donate. So this feature is great. You can donate any time. You can just go to Venmo, and the ID is at Goldylocks Productions, and make your donation that way. So like I said, we just give multiple ways that you could make a donation if you would like to do so. All right, and it goes to like my show, to any other show host shows that you are donating on. So it goes to the show hosts. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Just wanted to let everyone know that. And also on the Goldylocks Productions website, we did add a donate page that has this information on here, the Venmo information. And there's also a QR code. You just snap it, take a picture of it. So pretty high tech, huh? Pretty neat stuff. But anyway, thank you all so very much. We just appreciate it. And hello, let's see, Richard. Thank you, Rich, for the $4 super sticker. What's the super sticker? Ooh, coffee. Oh, I was going to get myself a cup of tea and sit down, and then I realized what time it was, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to have time for it to steep. So I just grabbed some water. So thank you for that. I love coffee. I love tea. So thank you so much for that hot beverage. It is very cold here. By the way, we're supposed to have like this winter storm come in overnight. So that's all right. It's New Englanders, we got this. We're not scared of snow. Right, Wendy? Hi, Wendy. We got this. We know what to do. Anyway, wherever you are, whatever the weather, just stay safe. And I always love to, before going to bed, when you are counting your blessings and going through your gratitude list, I always like to make sure, too, that everyone put that intention out there for everyone, that that all their needs are met, whether, they need it to be cool, they're comfortable temperature-wise, wherever they are, So if they need it to be a little cooler, it's cooler. If it's warmer, that kind of thing. And just, let's work on that. Visualize, manifest what we want going forward. And what does, we'll come back to this too. Think about this while I'm talking. What does peace look like to you? What would a world of peace look like? Take your time. You can share your comments. Amy, hopefully we'll have enough for sledding. Oh, I know, right? Yeah. It's, you can get a dusting or up to 3 feet. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Marie. Oh, yeah, Maria's from the Northeast. Very good. Hi, Wendy. Meow. All right, that's funny. Listening to the show with her headphones on, with her cat on. Hello, Robin. Hello, beautiful. All right, all you beautiful, beautiful souls. Thank you so much. So what I was asking for this, just guided, what does peace look like you? Look like you? What does peace look like to you? If we say we are returning, and I will say returning because each visit to a golden age of peace is different than ever before because of the path to get there. So even to revisit it. So what does this whole ascension, this new earth rising, what to you do you visualize peace? What do you visualize that looking like? Just give a couple of, you could use a couple of words, a phrase, a sentence or two. I'm not sure how much, before it cuts you out in the comments, how much you can type. But just, what does peace look like for you? So that there's no homeless. No one is cold or hot. All their needs are met. There's examples. That's what I was talking about here. So let's just share that. I'd love to see what everyone's vision of peace is. All right. So, Jill, I'm in Florida and it's been the 60s. It's cold for us. Oh, my goodness. 60s. Woohoo! That's summer for us. No. Maybe not quite summer, but, spring. Jill, quiet and tranquil. So that's interesting, Jill. What type of quiet are you talking about? Is it outside quiet? Is it inner quiet? Is it inner quiet? What quiet? If you could just explain that to me, Jill. What quiet is that? So Daria, the deepest respect, kindness paid forward, and love abundance. I love that. That's beautiful. Yes. Oh. And I want y'all to feel everyone's comments. Feel that in your sacred heart center. What's that feel like? And just take a deep breath. Breathe that in. Just breathe that intention. Breathe it. in and feel it and then release it. Manifest it within you first and then release it to the outside. So Jill, outside quiet. Okay, not so much noise. Right. Okay, Jill, thank you for going into detail with that. So Robin, peace looks like love in our hearts. Also, the outside looks like our insides, right? So, yeah, for those that have the love in our hearts, it is as within, so without, right? Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Keep them coming. I love to, and don't be, concerned about, I repeated, because it means something. It's the same and different for everyone too, because we have our own unique spin on it. All right, Wendy, everyone gets along. Yes. And even though we have our own explanation of it, you see how it all is very similar, all comes together. It's so beautiful. So very beautiful. Oh, yeah. All right, so just continue. Keep them coming. For those who are shy and haven't posted yet, maybe, please do so. Please comment. So what I would like to talk about too is along with that beautiful divine peace, and it's interesting we have to say divine before we're using some of these words, because the words, symbols, everything has been, I don't want to say hijacked, but a word that's supposed to be beautiful, someone can take it and use it in a different text, or maybe overlay a negative energy over it and then reuse it, right? And so we have to define everything with divine now, right? Good evening, Kiki. Hey, Kiki, we're having a discussion. Share with us, what your ideal or idea of peace is. What does that look like for you? A world full of peace, what does that look like? Okay. So, Jill, are you going to do any cards or readings tonight? My mom's in the hospital and taking a turn for the worse. I'm looking for peace for her. If not, I understand it's been a rough weekend. So I just go with the flow, Jill, and I let some sharing come through, some channeled messages or whatever the insight they want to come through, they being my angelic committee. I did plan on pulling cards this evening. Now, Jill, it's interesting though, you're saying you're looking for peace for her. You are looking for peace for her. So as much as we love someone, we can't do the work for them. She does have to find peace within herself. That is an inside job. Okay? All you can do, and I don't say all you can do, because it's the most powerful thing to do, is to be love. Hold your mother, the vision of her, in this loving space, and just send her love, heart to heart. That's the most powerful thing we can do. And I want you to change your perspective of, it's a rough weekend. And when I say this next thing, it's not to take anything away from you in your life and your experiences. Life on this earth plane is rough. It can be rough. It can be adventurous as far as how we perceive these lessons. And that's all they are. They're lessons, they're experiences, and how we get through them. So let everyone move from, and I'm not saying you are this, Jill, okay? Everyone can ascend faster or allow more light through their bodies if we move from victim to victor. All right. And understand everything that's going on, as far as, and maybe that's we don't have to understand everything that's going on, because sometimes we don't understand for, a while later. But the thing is that, all right, I may not understand what's going on, but I know it's always going to work out for the highest and greatest for everyone involved. And I don't need to know the details right now. That will come later. And just hold that in that love bubble. And most definitely, healing prayers and healing energies are sent to your mother, Jill, and to you as well. So let's see. Robin, praying for you, Jill. My mother's also in the hospital. That's right, Robin. So let's send some love and healing to your mom as well. Medically induced coma and kidney failure, prayers are needed for all of us. It's in God's hands. All right, I'm going to take this phrase, Robin. It's in God's hands. We are all in God's hands. It's in what they want to do. It's in the mother's hands as far as how they want to proceed. If they, yeah. Okay, so just know that. Everyone, we come in and then we leave, except for those that want to ascend and stay in these bodies, and that's what we're here for. But if their missions are done and they need to cross over, we are getting so much closer. The veil is thinning. We are all together anyway. Energetically, we really are. Okay. And so and I know it's the processing, and we just baby step. We work on ourselves one step at a time, don't we? Hello, Melissa. But I do want to say something to this, Robin. I know that's not how you meant, but this was something that I was supposed to talk about anyway. Is so no one's going to come and save us, and I want to say that there's a difference here as far as we are who the people, the vibration, we are the ones that we've been waiting for. It's us. We are the ones that we've been waiting for, because collectively it takes all of us light workers to recognize that the light has won. The light has already won. Now, many of us may not see it yet, because we create, everything's created in the fifth dimension and higher, and then coming down, trickle down. And it's that trickle down process. There's no time to that, but there can be a delay. And when it actually, you see it with your physical eyes, you've got to feel it, right? So again, Robin, I know you understand this. This is just something I need to talk about too. All right, so Jesus isn't coming back, the person to save us. This is a return of the Christ consciousness, which is that high vibration, the Christ consciousness. And thank you so much. I see you, Super Space Cookie. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for your donation and your super sticker. Would you send me? Oh, kisses. Kisses to you too. Yay. All right. And so we just want to be very careful you don't give your power away, even to God. What does that mean? What are you talking about, Tiffany? And all right. Let me use this. They love analogies. They love to give me pictures. So we plant, and I know I'm going to use this analogy when we're in winter here. I love it. Y'all are funny. Okay, so in a garden, you want to plant a flower. So we plant something that's already seeded, like a little a seedling, something that has already sprouted. Okay, something that has sprouted, just a little one. We plant it in the garden. Now, we sit there and we pray for it to grow. Pray for it to grow. Just sit there and pray. That's all we're doing. Is it going to grow? Or we can sit there and talk to this living being and giving it love while we're watering it. We are participating actively to making sure that the seeds that we planted are growing. You see the difference? There is doing and being, that beautiful combination that has to take place. All right? So no one's going to step in and do anything for us. But most definitely, you will be moved to your tribe, your soul tribe. You're never alone. And so you can all do things together and raise the vibration. Like this is so beautiful, with everyone sending love and prayers and healing energy to Robin and Jill's moms. So beautiful. Thank you. I love that. Let's keep that sharing. And Super Space Cookie, what are you doing now? I love Sarah's name. super space cookie. Thank you so much, dear. What's this sticker? Oh, it's cute. Is that a little fox? It's like a little fox with hearts. So cute. Thank you. Robin, you can pray all you want, but it has to take action. Exactly. That's trying to get out. Thank you. Oh, super. You're having fun with these stickers, aren't you? Unicorn. So this one's a unicorn. Thank you, Sarah. Every time I see your name, Super Space Cookie, it makes me want a cookie. I want a chocolate chip cookie now. I want a cookie. So thank you for sharing your sweetness with us. Those are great. Yay. All right. And so now what we're going to see, all right, is a lot of, and we know this, the government's falling, not just the government, big businesses. We see every organization, company, business-wise, political, whatever, anyone that even countries, those that have committed crimes against humanity and against all living beings. All right. Now, no, there's a difference between bad and evil. Just want to say that. And we're going to talk about the evil beings that do not want to change. They don't care. They don't want to give up control. Well, they already have. They have lost. And so energetically, this is what we feel. I want you to feel how they've lost. It's falling. Just think of it like a large tower, and it's falling because these businesses took a long time to build and come into control, right? So think of it as something big, and it's falling. But the length of this fall, you know, we may think, oh my gosh, it's taken so long to hit the ground. You know, looking at the clock, going, oh my gosh, it's taking so long. But I'll tell you that when it hits the ground, everyone will know it has fallen because you will feel it. It'll reverb everywhere, and you will feel and just know that that's happening. All right. So there are false prophets, and we know that. And the false prophets have told the people that what they wanted to hear, and the people liked them and loved them. But the true prophets told the people what they needed to hear, and they stoned them. This is a quote by Reverend Paul Gauss, Gousse, in case I butchered his name. Sorry. Anyway, isn't that interesting though? And it's kind of like the same things of like the lie travels faster around the world than the truth, right? So, oh my goodness. Let's see, Super Space Cookie. I'm going to have to bake some cookies and send to you and Melissa. Oh, I know Melissa and I will just absolutely enjoy that. They can make everybody want it. All right. And so, yeah. Woo. The truth, we're talking the divine truth, has never denied the seeker. It is the seeker who has denied the truth. So I came across a lot of these quotes and wanted to share with you guys, okay? And this is one I love by this philosopher, Arthur Schopenhauer. I've shared this before because I feel it was always relevant. It could be applied at any time in history, and especially currently, is that all truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident, or it is accepted as being clear and obvious. See the stages that it went through? You know, it's ridiculed. We see this type of slinging, unfortunately, on social media. Right? ridiculing it. If your beliefs aren't in alignment with mine, we're going to ridicule it. Then violently oppose it. And then this is when people take to the streets and have violent protests. Third, then it sinks in, and it's like, oh wow, it's so clear and obvious now. Wow, right? So, but then this is the thing. What's the truth? Outside you truth will always steer you wrong. It's usually someone else's truth if it's outside of you, whether from how you were raised, what society says the truth is, or if it's deep within you, you know it's that divine truth within you, within your sacred heart center. The mind has been programmed, but oh yeah, sacred heart center. We got the love and the compassion areas here. Yeah. Right, Robin, exactly what is happening now. Yeah. Melissa Parks, truth, woohoo, love it. Yay. Loving yourself helps you give the love, helps you get, I can't talk about that enough, about how the importance of loving yourself. And I know a lot of people may think that it's just so cliche and just so, oh my gosh, if I hear someone tell me this one more time, I'm going to scream, because I've been there. I've done that. All right. And I'm going to tell you that you won't be happy with any relationship in your life whatsoever until you have that beautiful relationship with yourself. Hi, Kim. Thank you so much for joining the Sacred Circle. And we hear it, we think we're applying it. You want to know how to know when you completely are in love with yourself? When everything outside of you doesn't affect you anymore. And maybe I shouldn't say everything, but you're not affected anymore. Your buttons aren't pushed like they used to be. You're actually calm and peaceful inside you. All right. That's how you can tell and how you can move into that. And so it took a lot of techniques for me and daily practices, because let's understand this. It took a long time for us to be reprogrammed from our divine blueprints. We come in so connected to source as babies. And the first 10 years is where the connection decreases each year from birth to 10 years. And sometimes it can accelerate from 8 to 10, depending on what situations kids are in. But if we allow them to hold that light, we nurture them to be who they are, instead of trying to, oh, I've got to toughen them up for the real world. What are you doing? No, you're not toughening them up. You're programming them. You're reprogramming them, right? That's not the way to do that. And we all know this. Everyone sitting in this sacred circle knows this, right? And so, they are pure love. Watching with them, and it's not that they live in a fairy tale. It's not that they live in, there's nothing wrong with fairy tales either. Fairies are great. So it's they are coming from this compassionate place. So then you consider where everything kind of went wrong. Teenagers see everything, so they're right at that cusp of, okay, society's trying to teach me to do this. I feel my true essence and divineness slipping away. Who am I? I feel many teenagers misunderstood. They're trying to find who they are and their identity. They realize the lies that their own families have participated in and believed in, and they're fighting for their own identity at this point. And so how much suppression do they have around them? How much are they taught about self-love at this point when they're fighting for survival of who they are? And even if then they, somewhere along the line, they lose who they are, right? So then they're trying to grasp on. And then finally it's kind of like, and I'm not even going to get into, it's a whole nother topic talking about schooling. I've always felt as a student, as a child that carried on, I always felt that they were reform schools, militant training, brainwashing camps. Yes, as a child, I always felt this way. Did not enjoy school at all, no matter what age. And so I homeschooled my two sons, and they enjoyed it. And anyway, that's what I'm saying. This is a whole different, but I allow them to be who they are. And, so we protect them, but we got to allow them to be who they are. And so there's a big difference, because then they would hang around with kids in the neighborhood with their age that did go to school, and they would come back and go, yeah, that's all right. I don't think I'm going to hang out with them anymore because their morals are completely different. So make sure that your kids and your grandkids retain their divine blueprint morals. Let's say that. All right. So how does that deal with the self-love? And somewhere along the lines, we weren't taught, or we forget about that self-love, that it's selfish if you do things like that, but it's not. And so how did I realize I wasn't comfortable in any of my relationships? And even in my marriage, I've been married 30 years, over 30 years. And I'll tell you, it took me the first 20 years to figure out who I was, all right, my identity, and to really truly love myself, because that whole concept was kind of at first foreign to me. It was kind of like, ew, what? And I would laugh. I would do all the techniques of looking in the mirror and say, I love you, and even if you're laughing, it doesn't matter. Look into your own eyes and say, I love you. Take your hands, put them on your belly button. I love you. Take deep breaths in and out, and let your whole body know, I love you, my body, my beautiful body, inside and out. I am healthy. I am at my optimal health and wellness. And just listen. Hey, body, do you have a message for me? The thing is that it helps you to know who you are, know thyself. Then you can love yourself. They always say, oh, this person that you marry, you want to be the best friends with. Well, I think you should be best friends with yourself first. Be best friends. Be able to be by yourself. I wasn't able to, I was always, our house was always full. We had people there. There was never a time I can remember growing up where I was alone. All right. I mean, I felt alone, but the point is that someone was always home. So then you get married, you move out, and then you do have alone time. And that was different for me. That was like, okay, so I'm going to get up, go to work, and whatever. And if my husband couldn't be home, I'm going to go do something else because I didn't want to be home alone. Does this sound familiar? I don't want to do this. I don't want to be alone. Just go, 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 go. Kids come along, and you're never alone, which is fine, but you can still feel alone. I'm not alone, but I feel alone. And that was a whole process to go through. Why was that? Because I was denying myself that relationship with myself, that relationship with self. I kept pushing myself aside to run from being alone. And then when kids come along, that you put your kids first. And then, or when you're married, you put your spouse, you put whatever, you put other people before you. And we've got it wrong. We need to, or kind of reversed, we need to know ourselves, love ourselves, and be comfortably insecure. That becomes the best teachings to our children, grandchildren, just to the kids in general. They see that we love ourselves and that it's not selfish and that we care about our own selves, mind, body, and soul. We're not waiting for a dis-ease to pop up and run to the doctor before we find out that something's off balance. And so That's the whole thing about self-love. And with that comes self-care. When you start to pay attention to yourself, you love yourself. Then what happens is that you realize, and this was the hard truth for myself to even realize, that sometimes we create drama or act like a victim. Oh, I'm alone. I'm a victim. Feel sorry for me. I don't want to be alone. Yeah. But when we realize that this is what we have done, I know that truth, but we need to address that. Be truthful and honest with ourselves. And we get through that and we work through that. And then we come to this peaceful place of, I love myself. I love my experiences. Yes, I have had moments in the past that were not my finest. And thank God we didn't have cell phones then, so no one could have recorded it. But I'm just saying. Ooh. Anyway, just say, yay. Do the work. You'll come out from the other end and you'll realize it totally changes your perspective on every other relationship. It really, really does. And it helps you give you this understanding too. And even though I've done this work, I'm not going to take anything that my husband does or says personal. I'm at complete peace with myself. I'm not going to take anything that my grown sons do personally. All right. I am completely comfortable. If they're busy, they don't want to come over and see mom or whatever, I'm not going to create drama. I'm not going to do any of that. They have their own lives. And I'm completely happy and comfortable with myself. And I'll sit down. I'll do some meditations. I'll do some journaling. I'll play with my dogs. But it totally changes, and you do feel so much more calmer, and you do feel so much more peaceful. And it doesn't change overnight. It is a process, but you make progress. As long as you make progress, every day, and just keep working on it, right? So, did I answer that? Hold on, let me go back and look at some of these comments here. What were some of the daily things you did to love yourself more? That's a great question. I think I'm going through that, Sarah, now too. So what are the things that I did to help nurture myself? All right. It was that. It's to bring the attention and the focus right here. Again, it's not selfish. It's not egotistical. When you are really making sure mind, body, and soul that you are good, doing good. Am I happy? Because when you're not happy, and I was doing this too, retail therapy, going and buying something, oh, it makes me happy, or putting your happiness in things outside of you and materialism, all it does is put you into debt, and that happiness does not last. It's fake, false happiness. It goes away. And then you're just like, why did I buy this? I really don't need this. Oh my gosh. But you see, why do we do that to ourselves? We create the situations that we get into. And as soon as you realize that, oh my gosh, I am in command of my own life. I'm going to stop all of this. And yes, we do create our own happiness by the way that we perceive life. And that was when I stopped being a victim of woe is me. Why is this happening? I don't understand. Blah, 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 blah. Stop with all that mind and that dialogue and just really fall and work more into the Sacred Heart Center, allowing myself to feel my emotions, feel them, explore them. Why do I feel this way? What's the trigger to this painful memory? What's this trigger? What's this? Ask yourself. Catch how you're acting. Why do I act this way? Why am I acting this way? Again, listen honestly, even if the truth hurts, why you're acting that way. All right, okay. So catch yourself, work on yourself, and love yourself. Don't beat yourself up. All right? At all. You need to be very loving to yourself. And I mean, just even the dialogue of, oh, you do something, and how we talk down to ourselves, or, oh, that was a stupid move on my part, or this, that, and the other. Your body's listening to you constantly, your thoughts, your words. So we need to be very careful how we're talking to ourselves. First and foremost, watch that inner dialogue. Your thoughts, the dialogue to ourselves, change it. So what I found, looking in the mirror, looking to my own eyes and say, I love you. The command of I am beautiful inside and out. Truly expressing this love with everything that I do every day. All right. Taking more time in nature. God is everywhere. God's spark. God is in everything. The source is everywhere. We have a beautiful connection with Mother Earth. She's a living being. She is a living being, connecting with Lady Gaia. She'll talk to anyone who will listen and who will work with her. She's very grateful for everyone that has, to the process that we've gotten right now, to where we are right now in this ascension. She's very grateful. She's very happy. Hold on. All right. Let me just remove some of this heaviness. There's a little heaviness in the circle. Let me just relieve some of that. Get rid of that. Okay. All right. So somebody's got a heavy heart there. Let me. It's okay. Just release. Woo. All right. So it's those loving things. You have outfits that you'd only want to wear on special occasions. Put that outfit on. You don't need a special occasion. You are the special occasion. Dress nice. Dress up for no reason whatsoever. They have done, psychology-wise, they have proved that you dress up, you feel better. Right? You really do. Dress nice, you feel better. And, it's just, that's one thing. Just dress nice for yourself. Do it for you, not for anyone else. Don't do it for attention. Do it for you. Aha. Do that for you. Learn to go places by yourself and enjoy that time by yourself. And I know that you might have to be careful too as a woman, but you could, or even men. I mean, you might want to be careful. Buddy system's always great, but you have to learn to be able to do things by yourself and enjoy your own company. That's the reason why. Do you enjoy your own company? All right. And so those are some of those things, whatever you want to do to pamper yourself, whether it's, I'm going to take time to take a bath, or maybe even foot soak, like the foot soaking machines, or, soak your feet, or go get a massage, or do things for you that's going to help you mind, body, and soul. All right. So those are the techniques that really helped me. And journaling helped me, and it was hard at first, I'm going to tell you, to just sit there and journal and write. What am I going to write? Even that, just start writing. Even if you just talk about how your day went. Oh, my day went this. Because the thing is that I saw so-and-so, and we had a conversation, and that conversation upset me. Why did it upset you? Then you start pouring it out. That's good. That's okay. It's not bad. So just start somewhere. Start getting all that out, and that helps you to understand you more. And so these are all little things. If I can think of anything else that pops up, then I will. But most definitely, I noticed that it's very interesting now when you have relationships outside of you, and how do you react or do you respond? That reaction is that initial react. This is why we always heard count to 10 to go from react to response. And sometimes it's okay not to have an immediate reaction. Let there be that pause. Because how many of us has calmed down, cooled off, I'm going to cool off, I'm going to calm down and readdress this later. And then we do see it from a different point of view. And it's not that being upset is a bad thing. We have to understand, why did I get upset? That's where we get to really learn about ourselves. Why is this upsetting me? Why do I feel stuck? Why am I in a place that I don't want to be? Those are the kind of questions. Or if you are, that's great. Let's see, what else? Kind of questions. Be completely at peace. Am I happy? Oh yeah, I am completely happy in peace with inside me. Peace is inside you. It's never anything materialistic outside of you, and it's never anyone else. Happiness only comes when you're at peace. Do you know that? How explained to me from my team that people look for happiness, but they're missing the other component to that, is peace. You only reach happiness when you are at complete peace within you. Then that happiness, there it is. That's that true happiness, not fake materialistic happiness. Okay. We go catch up on some of these comments. Okay. Sorry. Robin, my daughter is a special needs teacher, and they are struggling online teaching still. Yes, I homeschooled not because I didn't like the teachers at all. I love teachers. I feel for the teachers, and because I felt it was my responsibility as a parent. It's my right to teach the kids. And I also saw at that time too how schools where the teachers are supposed to do so much with so little pay, to do so much. And then parents sometimes get the mindset of, here, go to school. They'll let the teachers do the parenting. Some of them. That's gets really hard and sticky then, right? It's just kind of like, ew. You send your kids to get an education. You would think, the normal educational subjects, not life lessons, not lessons and things they should be getting from their parents or sharing with their parents. And if you have to work so much that you can't raise your child and you push them off on teachers to raise your kid, that's right there is a huge problem. And no one wants to talk about that. They can't talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. I've seen if teachers or school administrations or anyone even tries to hint at it, parents get totally upset. And, it's crazy. Why? Why are you getting upset? The truth sting? Let's all be honest. Let's all help each other, right? So I do feel, too, the teachers really have it hard, Robin. Let's see. I love myself, but still struggle with my body sometimes. Why? Why is that? Is it expectations? Is that yours or somebody else's program? Ruth, amen, Tiffany. Self-love is critical to our well-being, growth, and evaluation. And exactly. Even when I say dress up too, I just want to say something. Even staying in your robe all day. Okay, so 2020 kind of redefined that. But I would tell you, I grew up with, you got up, even on the weekends when we weren't, we had, good time off, no school, whatever. We had to be up and dressed by 9 o'clock. I couldn't hang out. We didn't have pajama days, not even in the holidays. We didn't have pajama days. You stayed in your pajamas all day, only if you were sick. That's it. It's unacceptable. You need to get your butt up, get dressed, and get going. There is no lounging, otherwise your laziness. Go, 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 go. This. One of the biggest tools for self-love for me was, I'm going to stay in my pajamas all day. I don't care. I'm going to stay in my pajamas. I feel fine, but I am breaking the chains of what is expected of me. Aha. even myself, because my own thoughts was, oh my gosh, I can't do this. This is terrible. What if somebody comes to the door? Unexpected visitor. Or, what will, the mailman or the UPS or somebody who sees me get the mail and I'm still, in my pajamas and my robe, or, oh my gosh, and it's like, again, what is that coming from? Who cares what society thinks? What everyone outside of you thinks. If you want to pamper yourself, have a pajama day, sit on the couch, and just chill, then you do that with no guilt, no nothing. It took me a long time to do that. I think I didn't. I have to tell you. Let's see. It was given to me. A psychic medium gave me a message, a reading. This was like 2008, and said you need to have a pajama day. And I was mortified when I heard that. What? I'm not lazy. That was my interpretation of it. Why is that my interpretation of it? So let's work through that. So yes, it's really like self-analysis. Why am I reacting or responding this way? But it really helps. And sit down, journal everything. It helps you to know who you are. And then you can work through that and go, wait a minute, you know what? I was raised this way. And I remember as a kid, I would have loved to stay in my pajamas a lot longer. I'd love to stay in my pajamas till noontime on Saturdays, eating cereal, watching cartoons. But I had to get up and get dressed and then eat my cereal. So, those kind of things. It's like, I just want to lounge. I want to chill. We have to go. No, we don't. Give yourself permission to relax. Unplug, get off the clock. Unplug, relax. That's a good point, Wendy. Exactly. And that's the whole reevaluation thing. Sometimes you have to feel like a victim to heal it. That's it. That's what we're all here, right? To experience all of it, to heal it. Yes, as long as you don't get stuck. Let's see, Robin, I just did a cord cutting ceremony. It was the best thing I've ever done in a while. I took back my power. I feel liberated. All right, I'm going to go through some of these comments and we'll go back to cord cutting, Robin. Ruth, that's great. They're powerful. Thank you. It was. Truly needed this today. Sarah, thank you. I spirit right. I also channel for my higher self. Excellent. Bear hug, Richard. I treasure my alone time. Kiki, I just like school from day one too. I was very shy. I dropped out at age 16. Did not regret it. And I've been self-employed since 19. I may not be smart, but I have common sense and intuitive. Kiki, who says you're not smart? See? I know what you're getting at, though, but isn't that crazy? You say that, and society programming-wise is, some of the most powerful business people, I'm not talking big business. I'm talking about they get successful very quick, did not go to college, or they dropped out, and they did their own company, their own business. They did things their way. They followed their own intuition. They followed their own beat to their own drum, and they've made it successful. They didn't listen to anybody. They did it their way. So Kiki, I salute you for doing it your way. Cheers, my dear. Wendy, I absolutely love my alone time. I feel like it is recharging for me. Robin, I do breathing exercises to calm down. Yes. My grandson is special needs child and is really difficult to do online teaching. Wendy, yeah. It's not for everybody. Robin, yes, they need one-on-one, hands-on help. They do. Yeah, they like that community. Doesn't mean they don't want their alone time too, but they like and really need that socialization, that community. All right. But it's only with people that's in their circle, because they're very selective with who they want to be around too. Maureen, I always stay in my PJs and robe all weekend. Good for you, hon. I love that. Robin, he does love school and his teacher. He doesn't totally understand the concept of seeing the teacher online. He misses her. Oh, right. They do. Robin, Kiki, we love you. I totally understand. Aw. Yeah. That's so beautiful. So Robin, let's talk about cord cutting real quick. I've done videos about cord cutting. I think this goes back a couple years or so, but we shouldn't cut cords. You don't cut energy. Let's watch some of the verbiage and things that we say. Just hold on. We redirect energy. We don't cut it. Good example, how I was taught by the Angelic Committee. We don't cut energy. Energy can't be destroyed. It can just be it can be transformed, restructured, reshaped, just transformed. So you think about somebody who has a limb cut off, an amputee. They have phantom pain. We cut physical, but their energy field, and as an energy healer, we had a dear neighbor across the street who was an amputee. I closed my eyes and I would do healing work on him, and I could see him whole and complete. I saw his energy still vibrating. His leg was there, but physically it wasn't. The energy field's still there. Just because they cut the physical leg off, from the knee down, did not, energetically is still there. And he would tell me the phantom pain. He goes, my toe itches. I was like, which one? He goes, the one that's not there. Wow. He could still energetically feel it. So what I was explaining is by cutting cords, it may give a false sense that everything is fine, but then you're going to start feeling those phantom pains and pings and tingles. And so how we shift our brain patterns. If you think of a brain with some LED lights, and we're too far in one side of the brain, brain unified, working together for a true open third eye. And so it's like redirecting. And now let's marriage these two together by let's having all of these energetically, it's dancing and emerging together. It's like dancing, playing together. It's entwining together. All right. But it's redirecting. It's like how we redirect a thought pattern. It's how we redirect energy. Redirect energy. All right. I don't like this particular person's actions that I'm around, and I'm going to get away from this particular person's actions. Always honor that person's God spark within that person, but I don't want to be in this situation anymore. Then I'm just going to love it, bless it, and redirect my energy over here. Don't cut, because it didn't go anywhere. It's still there. That pain is still there. So you have to redirect the energy away. Focus on your healing. All right? Focus on your healing. So, Robin, the way I did it was redirect the ugly energy back to my abuser. I also wrote a letter to him and took back my power and burned it in fire. Okay, so the redirecting the energy back, right, return to sender. We put up this mirror, this shield. That's really the, I would ask so many questions to my angelic committee. Why do angels, if they're all about peace and love, have swords and shields? Never to harm another loving being. Another living being. Do you know that it's to direct the light? It's to redirect the light. It's like mirrors. The blade on the sword, mirrors. But they did say the sword is because the energy of the 3D, this is all changing now. This was years ago. The thickness of the 3D was so dense they needed the sword to cut through it. but they never would cut or harm any living being with the sword. It was just to redirect energy, and to use as a reflective with the light. Light is huge. They have light shining off of them, so I'm going to take some of this light and redirect to the darkness. Same with the shield. The shield's like a mirror, all right? And so I'm going to hold this big shield, or let's Wonder Woman it up, Robin, because, we like to do that. Got the bracelets for Wonder Woman are reflective, right? And so hold them up like this, like a shield in front of you, and whatever you're sending me, it's bouncing back and going right back to you. You're not harming yourself, and whoever you send that back to, you are not hurting them. They're hurting themselves because they got to take responsibility for the energy that they put out. And Robin, I know you understand that. I'm explaining it to everyone else, okay? Who may think, well, that's kind of mean. If you're an energy worker, energy healer, you know how, though, to take some of that energy. They do it daily. You send it back. But if you also feel like something slips through, you can take it and transform that. I love you. Put it into a little energy ball and send it up into the sky. Let the dragons take it and work with that even more. Okay, that's just little fragments. But something huge like that, you're going to be around someone who just vomits terrible words and energy. You put that shield up. Nope. And also turn the ears off. Not turn the ears off because you want to always hear, but just don't let anything penetrate that shield. Don't let it come back and get you later. The words re-loop and rephrase, the harmful stuff. Oh, then you didn't redirect. Something got in to your head and is looping. Then you just hit your third eye and go eject that. Eject that thought. And then just keep reflecting. All right. So there we go. I think a lot of people needed to hear a lot of this information. And so keep doing that, Robin. I love you. I know that's not what you meant. I know you redirect energy, but somebody needed to hear about the cutting cords. So thank you, Robin, for bringing that up, because you're a powerful teacher too. All of you sitting in the sacred circle are powerful healers and teachers in your own rights, whether you understand this or not. And thank you, Richard, good night. You have really stepped a lot into your own abilities as well. So thank you so much. I'm just happy for you. Yay! So, all right. Each and every one of you, thank you so much. I enjoy our time together. And so the last day of January, I will see you next week. Be in February. So many blessings to each and every one of you. Remember, keep shining your bright light in all directions. That's what is so needed at this time right now. Stay in that peaceful, loving space and shine that light everywhere, right in darkness's eyes. That's it. Shine that spotlight. All right. Love you all. Good night.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.